Welcome back to Vapor Pros.
Can't say welcome back, nigga.
Welcome to Vapor Pros. As you can tell from our name, we are the pros of vaping.
He doesn't talk like that.
Alright, so, because I just gave away my stage name,
No.
stage voice,
I guess.
I really can't get over how wet my teeth are. I'm Arya. Nice to meet you guys. We're gonna give reviews on vaping and mods and all your basic e-hookah accessories, and also I'm gonna be giving reviews on actual hookahs, not on different types of hookahs, but maybe on 2 or 3 different brands and different tobaccos, different bowls, and how you can basically not perfect your hookah, but make it decently well. You'll hear a lot of stories nowadays that people say, oh, you can get more smoke from your hookah, certain way you pack it. It's not true. I mean, to be honest with you, it depends on a lot of things, not the way you pack your bowl. That is a minor factor, but there's so many different things. What you put in the water part.
Dude, fuck what you said. That was sick. That was fucking sick.
Did
you see that?
The hookah you have, the hose you have,
fuck his
the air suction in it.
Stick to the vaping.
The charcoals you use, the tobacco you use, the bowl you use, everything makes a difference. So
now let's get to the real shit.
Now to the real shit, we want to get to e-hookahs. Now, many other, web pages have a lot of different mods, different tops, but to be honest with you, we're gonna tell you the ones that we have tried and liked the most.
For cheap, my nigga.
For cheap, yeah. We don't spend too much money on these things because we always upgrade ours. Now, I mean, you can go out and buy the most expensive stuff, but I guarantee you it probably won't work that well. Doesn't matter what price you spend on it. It matters what the quality of the product is. Sometimes the quality will be more expensive, but it doesn't mean you have to spend $200 on a battery or $200 on a tank. It's not worth it.
I mean, he's got a clone TS3 clone of the Kangaroo VOD. Vapes just as good, in my opinion, if not a little bit better.
Exactly. Now, we have several different batteries, but the two that are, I want to say, the more advanced kind of variable wattage, variable voltage, and puff counter, ohm reader, resistance reader, everything. I have the iTaste MVP. I just bought it maybe a month ago, and I'm extremely happy with it. Now, as you can see, I have a Kangaroo Pro Tank 2 on it, so does he. Now, as I was saying before, you don't need to spend a lot of money on tanks. I want to recommend about 4 or 5 tanks to you guys. The Kangaroo Pro Tank 2, from what I've heard and from what we've actually tried, is probably the most reliable, and probably, I don't want to say the best, but it's up there as bottom
But listen,
feeders.
The problem, my first Pro Tank 2 I got, immediately was leaking. It was everywhere. It was literally everywhere. I learned this vocab word from them. I got a lemon. I mean, I would have preferred a lime, but a lemon's just as good. But,
so in other words, it was a factory problem. What I really do like about the Kangaroo Pro Tank 2 is that it's a glass top. Yeah. It's a bottom feeder, so you can have a more consistent smoke, better flavoring, in my opinion.
No. Top coil's got better flavoring. Bottom's more persistent. It's more consistent. As your juice runs out, the wicks will still say just as.
But I gotta say though, it depends.
Saturated.
Yeah, but I gotta say though, it depends on your top. Is I've had the STV and the
but it's a generality.
The clone of the EVOD, and those two. I mean, not the clone of the EVOD, the iClear 16, the iClear 16. Both of those get extremely hot quickly, and they burn a lot more than your average top coils. Another top coil I had. What was the other top coil I had? I think that's it. Actually, I only have those 3 top coils. I have this one, but it came with the Mist Kettle one. For some reason, you can't find them online.
That's because they're not Mist Kettle anymore.
Oh, they changed the name?
Yeah, it's Vapor something. Vape Kings.
Oh.
Something like that.
Well, either way, this is the first hookah pen I ever bought. E-cig, if you want to call it, or vape pen. They have so many different names, and they're all
mod APV, nigga, the personal nicotine delivery device, electronic delivery system. You know, there's so much I could shit it off the top of my head. It doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't matter.
Be honest with you, this top, the benefit of it was that it wouldn't burn as quickly, and you would actually produce a good amount of vapor. Problem with it, the air suction. You're not gonna be pulling as much air, so it's gonna be a lot more of a throat hit than a lung hit. The battery is extremely weak on this. It's about what 600 to 800 mAh. This
I think
one.
it's like 600.
Yeah, this is 600 mAh. It only has three.
Might even be able to say it goes as low as 400.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah, I know,
600.
that's
No, it's
small
600.
shit.
It's 600. Bad part about it is that, you know, it runs out extremely quickly, and it only has three different. Yeah, thanks, douchebag. It only has three different variable voltages, and they're not by 0.1 increments. Actually, I don't even know what they go up to.
The 3.3 to 3.5, I believe, to 4.0. To 3.8 to 4.0. 3.3 to 3.8 to 4.0.
This one goes to 3.3 to 3, all the way to 5 actually for volts, and then wattage goes from 6 all the way up to 11. Now the wattage goes by 0.5 increments, meaning 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5.
We can talk about these and other things. It's just an introduction, saying hello to the people. What's up? What's good? It's nice to meet you. I have a bigger wiener than he does.
That is actually not true, neither proven. Now,
I can't prove it on YouTube. Can't do that much for you.
well, actually, next week we're going to be a special guest star that will actually prove that. And what's your mom's name again? Kathy? Yes.
That's fucking funny of him, isn't it? It's so fucking funny. And we're in his house, and I can kill his entire family.
Now, we're also going to talk about different liquids that you could buy. Ones that we prefer.
Just pick this up. I know it's backwards. Blue Raspberry Egg by the Exotics of Lotus. Lotus liquids are on the fucking shit.
Yeah, I
Come in
recommend.
15 milliliter bottles kind of pisses me off, but they're nasty.
I
They're
recommend,
awesome.
yeah, only two liquids that I recommend is the Lotus liquids and the Liquid.
Vapor Shack has some good liquids too.
Yeah, what do you call
Happy
it?
Rancher.
Good Guy
They
Vapes.
had Jolly Rancher, but like
Good
I
Guy
guess they got
Vapes aren't
trademarked.
bad, but they are very harsh. I'm not gonna
The
lie.
problem is you get what you pay for. In truth,
True.
when it comes to
Yeah,
liquids.
I went to a small beginner store that just started getting
Mhm.
these, and I bought them for $5 for 10 milliliters. If you buy Liquid, it's $10 plus tax. Now this comes out to about what $10.70.
But then this is also at our local smoke shop. This is
Yeah, you
everywhere.
can
Some
stop-
places are cheaper, some are more expensive.
Yeah, if
for the
you-
most part, probably cheaper.
If you live anywhere near Bergen County, you could probably go to any of those shops. It's Aladdin Smoke Shop. They have one in Lodi, Paramus, and one more if I'm not wrong, right?
No, just two.
Paramus and Lodi. They, great people. They know what they're talking about.
Right, hook us up.
Yeah, they have a good variety of stuff, and I'd rather give them the business than some crook. There's a lot of people nowadays that are just jacking up the prices. Not gonna lie though, Aladdin's is a little bit expensive, but you have to realize also that when you look at things online does not have the
physical location. They're not paying
Correct.
for a mortgage, all that kind of stuff. But you also, when you order online, if you have a problem with it, you're not going to talk to a website. You just can't do it.
good part about
You
going
pay-
to our
yeah,
store.
you
Exactly.
pay a little bit more, but you also get the longevity of it. If you have a problem with
essence-
the tank,
In essence, you have insurance.
you kind of pay a little bit more for insurance.
First time he got his Pro Tank 2, it leaked crazy. We returned it the next day. We didn't immediately.
return.
They had no questions or nothing. We got the Smoke Tech HBC tank.
Which worked fucking great.
It was amazing for a couple days.
And fuck that, it said.
Then all of a sudden
and
it just stopped
leaked like
working.
a motherfucker.
So now,
It flooded like it does in Miami.
otherwise though, my opinion, the HBC is a clone of the other tank I was telling you
I
about.
don't know. We don't know the name.
I don't know the name of it, but I will put it in our next
flood in
video.
Miami? I don't know, why did I say that?
What? Yeah.
I was like, it flooded more than Miami. Miami doesn't flood.
What I really liked about this tank is that the air pull is amazing in this
Mm.
tank. A lot of liquid can be held in this. Like you could honestly tell a difference in tank size.
Yeah.
Like this, I mean, you got, I want to say like up to there is the liquid starts around there-ish, and the liquid, goes all the way up there. But this, from down there all the way up to the tippy top, can hold liquid. I don't recommend filling it up all the way, but you really want to, go right ahead. It's a bottom coil, so it won't flood like that. But it will flood. As many much as liquid you put in there, it will flood. What else? What else? We will also be talking about, your more cheaper ones, like
More cheaper. He just means cheaper.
the cheaper ones, like the stylus pen ones.
Basically, any those are automatic batteries versus manual. Manual have this little button on it. It gives you more control over your vapor pull. The automatic ones are generally for the more inexperienced. A lot of the disposable ones, almost all of them are the automatic. Yeah, it senses your breathing, and that's what connects the circuit to it. That's what starts the battery. This, I can pull on it and I can let go, but keep pulling, and it'll clear the tank. It'll keep it cooler. It gives you just a little bit more control over it. The first step, into it, if you're just starting, would be something like these kind of batteries.
Yeah, I definitely recommend getting a smaller standard battery, something you can't really mess up on.
Yeah.
Bad part about these, if you don't know what you're doing, and it's your first time, the best part about getting a cheap battery as your first one, you can always improve, and you'll know the difference between a bad one and a good one. If you start off on one of these good ones, you can't really tell what you're really paying for. Be honest with you, I bought this for $90. I've seen it online for $60, sometimes $70, $80. But as I said before, you don't have the insurance that we have. We can always go back.
Yeah.
They can help us. And be honest with you, paying $90 for this battery, I think I overpaid a little bit too much. But they do give you 2 iClear 16S tanks, and they give you a skirt, which I already put on my mod.
It's called the beauty ring, but he calls it a skirt.
I call it a skirt because it wraps around.
Yes. What the fuck? What?
They give you a beauty ring.
You call condoms a skirt because they wrap it on your dick? Doesn't make any sense. No sense at all. Boy, I hit you with the quota. Slap the sense right back into you.
Advisory is recommended.
Parental viewer.
Discretion is advised. Now,
that's it.
We will also be talking about drip tips, which he likes to call, what do you call them?
Mouthpieces.
Mouthpieces. Online, they're known as drip tips.
Oh, in America, mouthpieces.
We'll also be talking about tanks that are really good that we don't have, unfortunately.
He's got a cute little. Oh, there goes that shit. Don't be mad. Look at his little trippy.
Yeah, mine's gold. He's got a Cobra at home, but he doesn't use it anymore because it doesn't fit on his.
No, it does.
Oh, yeah, it does, yeah.
Actually, I don't know.
You should put it on. No, it will fit.
Does it fit on? It has. You know what? It's just a little bit loose.
You remember it fit on this one?
It's a little bit loose.
Remember it fit on this one? Yeah.
I remember that.
So, we'll also be talking about mods that we want to buy. Unfortunately, they're either too overpriced or we just don't know if we can get the original, not the clones.
There's sometimes like what's coming in soon, the Svomesto K-Fun Plus Lite 3.1 clone. It's an RBA, so we're gonna start, also gonna videos building coils once we get good at it.
And we're gonna try and get the Camry 100, the K100. Most people know it as. It's a mechanical mod. There are 3 types of mods that I know about. At least there is the
That's not a mod.
No, there's 3 types of batteries or 3 types of devices you could buy.
There you go.
This one is just your basic button. Only has 3 voltages. I use this one to compare it to this one. To be honest, I think they're probably the same thing. Compare and contrast.
Basically.
Then you have obviously your little bit more advanced ones. Variable voltage, variable voltage.
Mm-hmm.
And between these 2, they do the same thing. Benefit of his, that's not mine, is that you could take out the battery and replace it. So if your battery ever gets weak, or you want a stronger battery, you want a weaker battery, you want a lighter battery, you can replace it. Mine
goes up to 15 watts.
His goes up to 15 watts. Mine only goes
SID.
Yeah, we'll get into that next video.
Yeah.
Mine only goes up to 11 watts. My battery lasts longer though.
That much is true.
2600 mAh. 23?
2200
mAh.
The good thing is I can replace the battery. I could go to 3600 if I felt like it.
Correct.
But I'm just like, nah.
Now, that's the difference between these batteries. The iTaste MVP can also charge any device that would fit on their charger that they give you, standard charger they give you. One problem I've seen with this, it takes a long time to charge. I mean, I recommend charging overnight. It says to wait for the entire battery to die out. I mean,
you're supposed to do the same shit with your phone, and how many people actually do that?
No one really does that. But if once you get it the first couple times, you're going to listen to them, you want it to last as long as you can. Then after a while, you don't care anymore, to be honest with you. Then there's the mechanical mods, which means there is no button like this. Well, some of them have a button like this.
No, it's a button. The difference is these are regulated. These basically, they will never blow up in your face. because
a
really
certain amount of
with
electricity
yeah,
is
you're
only allowed to
when you have these things, you're messing
output.
with electricity. And the problem with a mechanical is if you don't build your coils right and you have a sub-ohm kind of thing, and you're shooting out a 300 watt based on Ohm's law, and your
It
battery
will,
can't handle that,
yeah.
it will literally explode in your face.
You can no longer jack off without
So,
right arm users.
so mech mods are not recommended for the
If
beginner
you are
user,
exactly,
especially.
if you are experienced, if you had these for a while, you know Ohm's
Yeah,
law,
you want to
you've been
move up.
researching it, you want to get clouds of smoke, and you actually are interested in learning more about them, then I recommend you look up Ohm's law, you research it, you get an ohms meter, you get the correct type of wiring, correct type of wicks, you follow every detail of instruction down to
The wire.
basically to the point. You don't want to mess up on a mechanical mod.
You just can't.
Yeah, you honestly can't
And
mess
also,
up.
all right. Here's another example. Even if you don't just shoot it at your face, you could easily short the battery. These regulated mods, they have the short circuit protection, reverse
It's a
battery
10
protection.
second
Yeah.
cutoff, meaning that after 10 seconds it won't
No,
output
that's
any
not
more
that's not the
energy.
short circuit.
No, I know, but I'm
Okay.
explaining. Yeah,
Fair enough, man.
but yeah, he has a short circuit protection. I want to say. So does every other basic regulated mod like these vision spinners, mist kettles, or whatever they're newly
There's
called.
brands everywhere.
Yeah.
Brands on brands on brands.
Exactly. In a couple more videos, we're going to be talking about our favorite brands of mods, our favorite liquids, as I already said, favorite batteries.
Building coils.
I believe brand is very important. Usually, you have to trust you need to buy a trusted brand, something that you're going to really enjoy and you're not going to really have problems with. Now, as goes for that, there are brands that we're gonna say stay away from.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there are some things that I don't recommend.
But
Doesn't mean they're bad.
reasons,
Yeah, doesn't mean they're bad. It just means that didn't work for us.
It's a lot of it's individual preference.
Correct.
We were just talking about this before. Previously, before getting the Kangaroo Pro tank, had a plastic tank, and it really wasn't into that warm vape because warm vape on plastic tank kind of brings out that plasticky taste. But with the Pyrex glass, with the Kangaroo Pro tank too, I kind of like the warmer vape. I feel it's more soothing. It brings out more flavor. So a lot of it's individual preference. No one can tell you one thing's better than another. I mean, yeah, to some degree, yes, but a lot of it's individual preference.
And you'll also notice that we're not going to be posting videos too often for one of few reasons. One reason is we don't have time all the time to make videos, unless we actually do get a lot of subscribers, which we would actually like you guys to subscribe and view the video. And if you have any questions or anything, comment. We'll try the best of our ability to explain something to you. I mean, if we can't, we'll look it up online. We'll do research ourselves and try and respond to you as quickly as possible. On top of that, the second kind of main reason why we can't do many videos is because we don't have that many, I want to say, accessories for like the vaping stuff.
But we'll start building.
We started not too long ago, but I want to say we've been actually researching this stuff a lot more than buying them. We really go into depth about reading about them, reviewing, getting reviews, trying them out before we buy anything. Because to be honest with you, it's not really worth it spending $1,000 in a year on these. Because a lot of people are quitting cigarettes just to buy these because they're cheaper. They don't give you cancer. As far as I know right now, I'm not going to say they are better for you than cigarettes, but as a previous cigarette user, I can tell you this much. They do not make me cough. I haven't coughed in weeks. I haven't gotten sick, actually. Yet again, some people might be allergic to the
propylene glycol.
Glycol.
You
PG
can also be,
juice.
Allergic to VG, vegetable glycerin.
Those two are the composition of this. They also add in nicotine or artificial flavoring.
We'll be talking about other things like that, the composition of the juice, what it does to your body, all the nice tips and tricks to get around it, like vape tongue.
Now, we also know there's a lot of competitors out there for like these type of YouTube channels. There's many out there. I'm not going to tell you our channel is better than anyone else's, because I doubt it highly. A lot of people are way more experienced in this than us. They have more stuff than us. They probably are a lot older than us, and etc. But we're just going to give you our opinions because, well, we've talked about it so much that we're just getting sick of hearing each other, and we want to kind of educate others on this kind of stuff. as of hookah stuff, real hookah stuff, I will be posting like 1 or 2 or 3 videos, maybe in the same year. Let's cross our fingers. Um, of like my favorite hookah brand, my favorite tobaccos. Um, my way to pack a bowl could be different than yours. Yours could be a lot better than mine. I would never know unless you comment and let me know about it. Um, and
That's really it.
yeah, subscribe and comment if you have any questions. If you want us to, try anything out, we'll go to the store. They're really cool about us, having our own YouTube channel, and they actually want us to shoot in their store a couple times. We could use their stuff for free. Tell you the prices of a lot of stuff, and the average price you can find online too. Um, and what coils are better than others, what tanks are better than others, like everything we've already said before in the video. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Welcome to Vapor Pros, dude.
Vapor Pros.
Girl, I don't judge.
Yeah, or homosexual or
No,
anything
we're
else.
not. No, we're not.
But yeah, subscribe, comment, like, do what you gotta do. Thanks.
Peace.